Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, it's not just another review, not another EV comparison, and definitely not just another SUV walk around. Because what I'm about to show you today is something that has quietly entered the US market but is shaking the foundations of every major electric SUV brand you know, without making any noise. And that silence, that quiet entry, is exactly why people are sleeping on this machine. But trust me, once you see what this thing can do, once you hear the numbers, once you understand how much value you're getting for the price, you're going to ask yourself, why did no one tell me about this earlier? Before we begin, let me ask you something. What if I told you that there is an SUV, fully electric, that accelerates faster than many sports cars, offers technology that even some luxury brands haven't figured out yet, comes with a design that looks futuristic without looking strange, and costs less than many non-electric SUVs on the market? You would probably think I'm exaggerating. But stay with me, because everything I'm telling you is about a real car, a car that is already on US roads, already in US showrooms, and already surprising people who walk in expecting something ordinary and end up finding something extraordinary. Now here's where things get interesting. You know how Tesla, Hyundai, Kia, Ford, BMW, everyone, has been fighting for a spot in the EV market. You know how every year they release something new, something slightly upgraded, slightly faster, slightly smarter. Well, this SUV didn't enter the fight to compete. It entered to dominate, and domination doesn't come from hype, it comes from engineering, pricing, and the boldness to challenge every expectation in the EV world. As we go deeper into this video, I want you to pay attention. Because the moment you understand what this vehicle offers, especially for its price, you will realize that some brands have been overcharging us for years. And the best part, I won't be revealing the name of this SUV until the end of the video. So if you think you know which car I'm talking about, trust me, you don't. Not yet. Let's start with the first thing everyone notices, the design. Imagine a shape that is compact yet muscular, minimalistic yet sharp, friendly yet futuristic. A design that doesn't scream for attention but silently demands it. You know that type of car where you don't even plan to look at it, but your eyes follow it anyway. That's exactly what this machine does. The lighting signature is something you've never seen before. Slim, crisp, modern, and the rear styling has that European premium feel that instantly communicates refinement. This is not a car that tries hard. It doesn't need to. It's confident because it knows exactly what it is. Now let's talk performance, and this is where your jaw will drop. Because this thing, it's fast. I mean really fast. We're talking 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 3.4 seconds in its dual motor variant. Think about that. That's quicker than a Tesla Model Y long range. Actually, it's even quicker than many sports cars that cost triple the price. And what makes it even more impressive is that the engineers didn't build it to be just fast in a straight line. They built it to feel stable, planted, and safe at high speed. The center of gravity is low, the steering is sharp, and the suspension has this balance of firmness and comfort that makes you feel in control without feeling punished. Speaking of the Tesla Model Y, let's compare real numbers because that's where the story becomes even more unbelievable. A Tesla Model Y long range starts around $48,000 to $50,000. The performance version goes even higher, sometimes above $52,000 or $53,000. And that's before you add software upgrades, FSD packages, or premium paint. Meanwhile, the SUV we're discussing today enters the market with a starting price that makes Tesla look like a luxury brand pretending to be affordable. The base version of this SUV starts under $36,000. Yes, under $36K for a fully electric SUV with premium European level build quality. You are literally saving $12,000 to $14,000 straight out of the gate, and that's before tax incentives. But hold on, the comparison doesn't stop there. What about Hyundai's Ioniq 5? Beautiful design, great technology, good charging speeds, but the pricing? Around $42,000 to $50,000 depending on trim. Kia EV6, same story. It's stylish, sporty, but the price is climbing every single year. Ford Mustang Mach-E, great performance, but already crossing the mid-40s to $50,000 range. And let's not even talk about BMW or Mercedes EVs. Their entry-level electric SUVs go beyond $55,000 or $60,000 and can easily touch $70,000. Yet here comes this SUV with similar performance, similar technology, similar or even better safety ratings, but at a price that makes all of them panic. Because when one brand offers premium quality for a non-premium price, the entire industry feels the shockwave. Now let's talk interior, because this part is going to surprise you even more. Inside this SUV, you get a design philosophy that is ultra minimal, ultra clean, but not cheap. There's a single center screen that controls everything, similar to Tesla, but the difference is in execution. The materials feel premium, the textures feel eco-friendly, and every part of the interior feels like it belongs in a much more expensive car. And the designers didn't clutter the cabin with unnecessary buttons or gimmicks. They focused on simplicity, comfort, and a driver-focused layout that genuinely feels refreshing in a world full of overcomplicated dashboards. But what really makes the interior unique is the clever use of space. This SUV might be compact on the outside, but the cabin feels bigger than you expect. The seats are comfortable, the legroom is surprisingly generous, and the overall ambience gives you that cool Scandinavian vibe that people instantly fall in love with. Even the audio system, which has a unique dashboard-mounted soundbar, feels premium and different from everything else in the category. Now let's talk range. The single-motor version gives you an EPA range that easily competes with other compact EVs. The dual-motor version, despite being insanely quick, still offers respectable range thanks to efficient energy consumption and a well-tuned battery management system. But the real highlight, charging speed. This SUV supports fast charging that can take it from 10% to 80% in around 26 minutes. That's right in line with the fastest chargers in the industry. But here's something a lot of people don't talk about: safety. This SUV comes from a brand that has built its entire history on safety innovation. We're talking structural strength, high-tech sensors, advanced driver assist systems, pedestrian protection, collision avoidance, everything. And even though I'm not revealing the brand name yet, if you know anything about global automotive safety leaders, you might be guessing already. But hold that thought. One thing that truly impressed me is how this SUV feels on the road. It's one thing to have good numbers on paper, but real-world performance matters more. And in the real world, this SUV delivers a smooth, confident, and surprisingly energetic driving experience. The instant torque gives you effortless acceleration, the suspension absorbs road imperfections beautifully, and the steering feedback makes city driving enjoyable instead of stressful. Whether you're merging onto a highway or cruising through downtown, the car feels responsive without being aggressive. Let's talk tech. The infotainment software is modern, clean, and optimized for simplicity. Google-based navigation, high-resolution maps, real-time updates, everything is fast and fluid. And because of its smart energy management, the SUV gives you accurate range predictions instead of that anxiety-filled guessing game many EVs give you. The app connectivity, remote climate control, charging controls, cabin preconditioning, everything is integrated smoothly. Now remember, this SUV costs under $36,000 at its base. Keep that in mind as we continue. Think about how big of a deal that is for the US market. Right now, almost every EV is getting more expensive, not less. Inflation is rising. Manufacturing costs are rising. People want EVs but can't afford them. And here comes a brand offering a premium electric sub for the price of a mid-level gas car. That's not competition, that's disruption. But let's go deeper. What about long-term reliability? What about maintenance? Electric cars already require less maintenance than gasoline cars. But this particular brand has historically built some of the most reliable, long-lasting vehicles on the road. Their engineering philosophy is durability, simplicity, and safety first. And those values clearly show in this SUV. You're going to notice that everything in this car, from the battery pack to the motors to the interior components, feels like it was built to last. And because it's compact and efficient, it's cheaper to run, cheaper to charge, and cheaper to maintain. Over the next 5 years, the cost of ownership will be significantly lower than most other EVs in the same category. Now let's talk about who this SUV is actually for. It's not just for EV fans. It's for young families, city drivers, tech lovers, commuters, and people who want a premium experience without a premium price tag. It's for people who want to go electric but don't want to spend $50,000 doing it. It's for people who want a stylish, safe, fast, reliable, environmentally friendly SUV that doesn't compromise. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you've stayed this long, if you've listened through the performance numbers, the technology, the design, the pricing, the comparisons, then you deserve to know the name of the SUV that is shaking the American EV market. The fully electric SUV I've been talking about, the one that accelerates like a sports car, charges in under 30 minutes, costs under $36,000, looks futuristic, drives beautifully, and carries one of the strongest safety reputations in the world, is none other than the Volvo EX30. Yes, the Volvo EX30, a compact electric SUV that is redefining what affordable premium really means. Volvo has stepped into the EV game with something shocking, not just good, not just competitive, but industry-changing. And now you know why so many people are suddenly turning their heads toward Volvo dealerships across the US. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more videos like this, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments if you want a full comparison between the X30 and Model Y, X30 and Ioniq 5, or EX30 versus EV6. Because trust me, there is so much more to explore.